Have you ever noticed how sometimes you seem to need a vacation from your vacation? I mean, we go on vacation, you should, have a renewed zest for life, right? But somehow we don't. So let's look at how to vacation properly. Okay, I want to show you something. I want to show you glimpses of a retreat that I took this older couple on in North India. I warn you, the camera stuff, I didn't fully understand how to use this camera because I hadn't really had the time to learn yet. So forgive that. But this is where we went. We went to Rishikesh, Haridwar, and Dehradun, which are all areas in North India. And we had a blast. So these are just some glimpses. There's no necessarily a storyline, but it was fun. And the whole point was not necessarily showing them how to do yoga because the physical postures, their knees and stuff, it was just not really possible for them to do very much. So we taught them what we could, but the rest of it was just teaching them how to be, how to treat food, how to just enjoy life and look at things a certain way and all this kind of stuff. So these are just some glimpses of that trip, and so check it out, and then we'll look at how to plan your own vacation. So why is it that we need a vacation in the first place? I mean, if our life is great, then why do you need a break from that? That's usually because in some way our life is just not satisfying. Whatever we're doing on a daily basis is not giving us the satisfaction that we need. So we need a break from that so we can go find it somewhere else. But what are people usually doing? I mean, most people on vacation, maybe they're going to a beach and just getting drunk. They have this concept of a tropical beach somewhere and a margarita in my hand and I'm good. All right. But I'm telling you, if you've ever lived that way, that's not a sustainable plan. Is that really fulfilling that satisfaction? So what else could people do? Maybe they're going to be entertained, right? You want an escape from your reality. Your daily life is a bit dreadful, so let's just go to Disney and be entertained, or even simple breaks like the movies, which are like dreams. Or maybe we go to Vegas and gamble our money. It's exciting. So, I mean, you do all these things, right? But are they really giving you what you need, or is it just some sort of break? It's like, if your intelligence was causing problems for you, are you just gonna consume things like, say, alcohol or drugs to tamp down that intelligence? Or would you rather just push through and learn how to control that intelligence? It's like that. Did you know there's other options? There's other things you can do for a vacation, right? So you don't have to go, get hammered and just be wrecked for the whole weekend because you drank all the time. Or, see, this is a lot of people's work life, right? They're working during the week, and then on the weekend they just get trashed, and then recover on Sunday, and then back to work every day. And then when vacation just means a longer weekend. But there's other ways to do it, right? So the first thing is, if you want to have a proper vacation, what I mean by that is something that actually leaves you refreshed and rejuvenated. Well, the first thing is you should figure out what you want out of the vacation. So what do you need to do? First is intent. If you don't know where to start, how to figure out what your intent is, there's a simple experiment you can do. What you do is you just sit in a room somewhere by yourself. Get rid of TV, internet, phone, books, to everything. You just should be by yourself. Don't even listen to music. Just be by yourself. So why are you doing this? Well, if you're by yourself and there's no distractions for your brain, and you don't have the phone, you can't call anybody, you don't even have music to like keep your brain entertained, then what happens? Well, you already know what happens. What happens is your brain starts pouring out all these things, this mental diarrhea. Now, instead of feeling like, this is awful, why am I even thinking about that? I'm so frustrated. Let all these things go. Observe what it is that you're thinking about. So if you're thinking about, say, some experience you had in the past, or if you're thinking about some fear you have of the future, or you're thinking about something at work or whatever, just pay attention. What is it? What are you thinking about? And if you were able to really grasp what it is, then you know where you need to focus. This is your goal for moving forward. So once you know what it is that is inside your brain that needs to be released or dealt with somehow, then you just design a vacation around that. One of the best things you can do is solo travel. And why this is because most people are afraid of the world because of the news or whatever they read, or just the fact that they don't know. And the best way to deal with that is just to go out there and see. I took a trip to Peru by myself for a month, and it was amazing, and I would highly suggest solo travel. And just about every traveler I know who's done solo traveling will tell you the same thing. Like, even though some areas you do actually have to do some research and know where you're going, and like make sure you're not going to the dangerous areas, there's so much information out there. Decide on something, a place somewhere where you can brave those fears, whatever you may have, or learn something new about a different culture or whatever. And just remember that the goal is not to escape your reality. That's the problem with like touristy areas and stuff. If you're trying to escape your reality, then you're just gonna have to go back to your reality. And it's like, yay, and you come back, it's like, oh, you don't want that. So do something which is going to actually bring long-term benefit into your life, like permanently. So, for example, when you travel and you realize that people you thought were different are actually pretty much the same, it dissolves these boundaries that you create in your brain. And the more limitations you break, the more free you are. Or you might realize that, hey, you know what? There's something over here I'd really rather be doing than what I'm doing now. So this just opens all these possibilities. So that's solo travel. So remember, the world that you live in right now is exactly the way that you built it. I mean, there are some external factors, true, but even though the level of difficulty to overcome your particular situation might be different for you or for me or for someone else, still it's almost possible for everybody to at least move forward to a better place simply by doing the right things. If you want your life to be some other way than the way it is, then you have to take the right steps now to make it that way. But now you're going on vacation, so let's start there. How can you use this vacation for your growth? Let's see. Okay, so now we've done the sitting test. Like, we've sat alone and figured out what we want. Now the fun part, let's design a vacation. Design what you want. How are you gonna do this? How are you gonna design a life? Well, you know what you want to push through. Like, you have some idea, like an intent. And you know what your budget is, you know what's possible. Like, maybe you have a family, so you have to do something as a family. Maybe you can do solo traveling. Go do that. Whatever it is, it should be pushing you beyond where you're at now. It should be pushing you beyond your comfort zone. But Heath, that doesn't sound relaxing at all. You're right, it's probably not relaxing, but the feeling you get from pushing beyond these boundaries is well worth it. So this is the goal. I promise you, you already know this from your own experiences, that every time you've grown and had some sort of struggle you had to overcome, or did something that was completely new and you were afraid at first, but then you realized it was amazing and like worked out so well, like every time that happened, it felt so much better than just doing the thing you think you're supposed to do on vacation. I promise you it will. So let's think about it. What are some options? Like I said, solo travel is one. If you have a family, maybe you go and instead of going to just normal like Disneyland, do something, get creative. Think of something where you can grow together as a family. Maybe it's a couple, maybe it's you have kids, like whatever the situation is. Think of something where you can grow together. Like, for example, there's ropes challenge courses that are so much fun. Maybe you all decide to pick up a hobby together. That could be fun. Go on a road trip together. I mean, there's so many things. So just get creative. You could take the time to just learn how to be still. Maybe there's all kinds of workshops. Maybe go learn how to meditate or learn some new skill together. Go on a game show. I don't know. Think of something. One interesting option you could do is you could go woofing. So this means work on organic farms. It's free. You just go sign up, you volunteer, and work on someone's farm. Oh, okay, let's just go work on a farm. That sounds fun, Heath. Look, Being in nature has immense benefits. Removing your phone and just like putting your hands in the soil has huge health benefits. Like I can't describe it enough how awesome it is. Once you settle in, like if you're from the city and you've never done it before, it may seem difficult, but I'm telling you, like if you just do this, the health benefits from being in nature, it's studied, proven. It's not even a question that they're there. So this is one great option, and it's free. Basically, you just have to get to wherever the farm is and show up and work, and they provide food and shelter. So it's like a very cheap vacation. You could also choose to learn a skill. Maybe you really want to move up in whatever career you're in, and you just need another skill to be able to be qualified for another job. Well, go learn that skill. Go take a week and spend it just focusing on nothing but just like, I want to practice this skill over and over again. Go for it. Like, there's nothing stopping you. You can just get an Airbnb for a week or something, or find a place. Maybe you have a friend who has a lake house. I don't know. There's lots of options. See what's available for you. You could go on Meetup.com. Now, Meetup.com is simply a website. I'm not sponsored or anything. Meetup.com is a website which lets people set up groups around whatever interest you're interested in, and you just go meet up with other people, and it's as simple as that. You can start one, or you can join other ones and just meet other people that are interested in that thing. Building community is incredibly important for humans. Our brains just don't work well without community, unless you're really solidly established. But since we're not vacationing properly, we're not sitting properly, we're not standing properly, we're not eating properly, it's probably not the case for you. So, go find other people. You could go on a trek, like really go hiking, go walk through the mountains. This costs very little. Just get some shoes and go for the day. And then maybe book a hotel at, like, okay, you say you're gonna start here, you book a hotel at the other end of the trail, which is like some amount of mileage, and you tell yourself, I have to get there, that's where I'm sleeping. And you just pack what you need in a bag. You can do a little research if you need to, get some shoes and go. Maybe bring a friend, but again, solo traveling. Going by yourself is super beneficial, so you could try this. And you can always just volunteer somewhere. Like really, there's no shortage of problems or non-profits trying to solve those problems, probably in your area. You don't even have to go anywhere. So go do this, like really throw yourself into it. Like giving yourself for something which is larger than you or for other people is definitely something which will give you a rewarding sense, like a feeling inside. See, if you ever ask yourself, should I do something? Ask yourself this follow-up question. Is this for me or for someone else? If it's for someone else, you'll get more reward out of it, I guarantee you. Even if you don't get a tangible physical thing, you're still going to feel better about it, that you did something awesome for somebody. It feels great. Like really, go do it. Even if it is for your own self, you do something for someone else, it makes you feel good. Like, it's worth it. Do it. The point is, you need to do something for you. You need to do something that is just, like, you take some time out for yourself. So if you can take just 1 week a year, 1 week, that's all, and just let it be for your own growth, in whatever way. Maybe it's learning a new skill, maybe it's just sitting still, but either way, you cut out all the social media, you cut out all the external sources, and just be with yourself. Do whatever you need to do. If you have yogic practices, then you just do yoga. You eat properly. You take care of yourself. Like this, you need to recharge. This is how. You're not a machine. So this is part of the process of just doing the right things to get the outcomes you wish for. All right? So I want to hear you. Like, what are you going to do? Put down in the comments, like, what would you say is the best vacation you could do? Or what things do you need to deal with? And how are you going to do that in your next vacation? All right? Put that down below. Remember, the best gift that you can give to yourself or to anybody else is that you grow, and you have to do the right things for that to happen. So as for me, I'll be volunteering at the Isha Foundation, helping with the next Hatha teacher training. And I won't be able to make any videos for about 2 weeks, but then when I get back, more videos for you. So please, if you like this video, please like it and share it with other people if you think it's useful. Subscribe if you want to see more. And let me know in the comments, like, what are your plans? All right? And I'll see you when I get back. All right.
Okay, guys, this is an old Ambassador. This is like classic Indian car. They're just looking little 60s bubbles. I love these.